is our spring video, the last one for the year. We're out here, we're planting corn. It's the first part of May. Usually we plant corn the end of April, the first part of May. We'd like to know about the soil temperature. We'd like to see the soil temperature above 50 degrees. And it was really chilly at the end of April, so that's why we waited here till the first part of May. Right now the soil temp is about 55-60 degrees, so it's really ready to go. So we're ready to plant here. I'll just go over a few things about the planter here. This is what our planter looks like. Right here we have our roll cleaners. What they do is it gets all the trash, all the residue away for our roll. So you have a nice clean spot for your corn to come off. Next thing here is your gauge wheels, and this one carries the box here that has your seed in it going over the field. It just follows the contour of the field out there. And then these blades here are your openers, which makes a furrow, which makes a trench for the seed to drop into. So you can come over here. These close the wheel, close the trench to cover the dirt back up. Here's the seed, what it looks like inside here. It's green. You notice it's green, it's not yellow. It's got a seed treatment on it. That's why it's coated in green. And also we put a little talc with it. It's almost like baby powder, so it flows through the planter here a lot easier. What happens is there's a vacuum over there that sucks up the corn, falls down into here, and there's a plate in there, and the vacuum sucks the corn right up to that plate. And as that plate spins around in a circle, it drops it into the furrow, and it just keeps doing that all the way around. So next we'll get in the tractor and we'll actually see it plant here. So alright, so this is planting here. As you can see, I'm trying to stay on these strips where the fertilizer is at. That's where I want the corn to go down into, so it gets all the fertilizers that we put down last fall. You see the roll cleaners pushing all the dirt away. You can see behind what it looks like from behind. We put the seed down 2 inches into the ground. Is how deep it's planted and then covered up. So I'll show you inside here now. We're getting close here. I'll show you, this is the 2 tanks out there. Sorry, the 2 tanks out there got liquid starter fertilizer in it. It's to help give the corn a good boost to start growing. And that goes right down on the bottom, right underneath the seed is where it goes. So it's right there close for the seed to start off and get going, growing up. So oh, you're out going? Okay. So we turn around here. You see my monitor over here. This is what really controls the planter back here. It's going off. We have a globe up here to get all the data from the satellite. Tells how fast we're going. I have the measurements in there from the globe back to the planter for the shutoffs, so it shuts the planter off when we get to the end rows and stuff like that, so we're not over planting. Or if I'm overlapping or anything, it'll shut 2 rows off at a time anyway. So that's what this monitor does. It tells me what the seed population is up here, 31,000. That's how many seeds we're planting per acre. Now I'll switch to 29,000. That's how many seeds we're planting out here per acre. This bar here tells you how close you are to that target of 29,000 is where we're at. And then this monitor over here, just basically I just like to have just for coverage, so it's a lot easier taking data off of this monitor over here. That's it. Okay, also what that globe does up there too is it runs the auto steer here for the tractor, so I don't have to steer. I have my A-B lines. What it means is you start off at point A and you go to point B and you click on a button and it'll give you a straight line every way, the whole way through. So I've already done that. I've saved these lines for years now, so I just keep using the same lines, so I don't have to change them every year. So that's why I don't have to steer. It's really nice when you're out here in the dark. You know, it's 10, 11, 12, 1 o'clock in the morning. You know, it's really nice to have it, so you don't have to really focus on what you're doing out here. The tractor does the job for you. And this over here is a monitor for the starter fertilizer here. I turn it on and off when I get to the end rows. I turn it on after we put the planter down, and I shut it off before I pick it up, turn it around. That's what this does. We're putting 5 gallons per acre down. So you think about a 5-gallon bucket, and it's got to be spread out over a whole acre. That's what this is doing out here. So it's really a very fine little stream of liquid starter fertilizer that's coming out in there right now in the furrow. Okay, so here's our seed in the furrow right here. There's one right here and there's one right here. See right there? We're about 7 inches apart, so that's about the right distance, what they should be. And we're down 2 inches anyway, so this is what it looks like in here. And give it a week or so with the warm weather, and it should be germinated, and it should be starting to emerge and coming up. You'll see a little spike come up, and then it'll grow up for the rest of the summer.